Dad, whoa, we don't say that word around here. We do have a ban appeal process. It's email me when I'm in a good mood. When are you in a good mood, Vaush? It depends. When was the last time I streamed? No, you're kidding me. Don't let me die here. I'm not! Don't do it! Ah! God! We're getting worse, or more likely, other people are getting better. The longer the game is out, the fewer people will play, and the people who are still playing are likely to be people who are hardlining the game. Meaning fewer and fewer people who are playing are just idiots who pick this up and are smashing their face into the controller to make the character move. Do you think people with Alzheimer's or similar medical conditions shouldn't be allowed in Congress? I think everyone should be able to vote. However, I do think it's reasonable that there should be some kind of baseline standard for psychological well-being to hold elected office. Because the thing is, with elected representatives, you can't fire them. How do you judge that? It does get iffy. You'd have to think about it. But the issue is, if you have a person who has a debilitating condition and they're a hired employee, they can be fired. But if you're an elected representative, you can be fucking psycho. You can't be fired. You're not fireable because you weren't hired. You were elected. Who would enforce that? Guys, this is the question anytime. It's like, do you believe we should have a standard curriculum? Yes. Oh, well, who would enforce that? Do you believe that we should have laws enforced by police? Okay, well, who would write the laws? Yes, holy shit. Part of living in a civilized society means you have to accept there's going to be the potential for corruption. Okay? Jesus Christ. I get it. I know. We all know. Sorry, that was a little bit crabby of me. Not a good time to email me asking for unban requests. My biological dad at first didn't get a job as a firefighter because he failed the psych test. After he got the job through a lawsuit, he was nicknamed Psycho, last name of my area. Nice. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that. That seems bad. Would you agree hiding the age, race, and name of every elected representative would make it harder to do corruption? And every elected representative, how would you vote for them if you hide their name? Fall Guys numbers. Yeah, you just have... I don't think there's a way to practically hide the identifying and demographic information of elected officials. I don't know if there's a way to do that. It would also make it impossible to test elected representatives for consistency or to check their record. Because if you can't see what they've done in the past, because you can't tie it to who they currently are, they could have done some sus shit in the past, you know? Could you not make what they propose legally binding and execute them if they don't fulfill? Well, then you'd be killing Bernie Sanders because that motherfucker's had tons of resolutions and bill proposals that haven't passed. If that's the case, you would the only people who would ever run would be hardline centrists who would just go along with whatever policies they know are 100% guaranteed to pass. Nobody gets 100% of their agenda done. Sorry if this is annoying. What's going on with Nick videos? I think I'm debating Nick videos sometime early October, maybe? I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated. Yeah, the Nick videos debate has been hyped up to hell and back. There's no way it's going to actually meet people's expectations. Is Nick gone right or left to where he was when he's discovered him? He's still a MAGA bro. Hasn't he been grandstanding you, calling you out on TikTok? Has he? Wait, hold on. I didn't think he'd been doing that. What?
What color are most of the CEOs and most of the shareholders?
That has to be the dumbest video that I've ever seen in my entire life. Despite white people making up 70% of the United States population, they only make up 46% of the CEOs. 54
CEOs are appointed though. What about the shareholders? Wait, is that even true? 7 in 10 senior executives are white men in Fortune 500. There are 5 black CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, accounting for 1% of all Fortune 500 CEOs. There are 10 Asian CEOs, accounting for 2% of all Fortune 500 CEOs. There are 10 Latino CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, accounting for 2%. That's from 2012? Oh, it is. Why is a 2012 article showing up on the first page? Number of black CEOs still really, really low. I didn't expect it to be 8 years old from the first page. I guess I should have checked that first. Oh yeah, still. Black CEOs make up a tiny fraction, just 1% of the Fortune 500, despite them representing 13.4% of the US population. There have only been 18 black CEOs in the Fortune 500 list since 1999. The peak was 6 in 2012. A diverse board with a white CEO is more likely to implement diversity policies. I don't give a fuck about diversity policies, but yeah, I just don't know where these numbers
4% are other.
Is he just counting like all CEOs everywhere?
Asians make up only 6% of the United States population, yet they make up 30% of all of the CEOs here. Like, dude.
Just like all CEOs in total? Does this include like tiny businesses? Executives in the US, racial and ethnic diversity of CEOs in 2004. So this is the stats that he used. Despite comprising a smaller share of the US population of African Americans and Hispanics, the most represented racial minority was Asians/Indians. Well, that makes sense because a ton of Asians and Indians in America are wealthy people who came over here for education, blah, blah, blah. So African Americans are still a representative minority. Hispanics, 19%. Okay, yeah. So even if you go by the data he's showing, black people are represented by less than a half proportionally. Hispanic people are proportionally represented. The overrepresented population is Asian and Indian, and that's because they bring a fuck ton of capital to this country through privileged immigration. Even in the data that he's using, this indicates that black people are super fucked over.
Give me a freaking break.
Ooh, notice how he was like, dude, despite making X% of the population Hispanics and Asians are this percent of CEOs, but he didn't mention the blacks? That's very interesting. There were 3 racial groups that were on that list there. He mentioned 2 of them, but he didn't mention the other one. That's very strange. I don't understand TikTok.
All this ice, I need a freezer.
Stop. Is this just like socialism bad? Oh wait, is he actually criticizing conservatives here? People on the right must criticize them in different ways rather than just saying they were socialist, socialism bad? Well, I agree with that. Yeah, you have to criticize. Oh, okay. Oh, I wasn't, okay. I mean, oh, here's him responding to me asking if the debate's still on. He turned comments off on this one. Look at me, I look like such a fucking boomer, dude. I took this video while I was like, I just woke up and I learned that he was on the MAGA shit again. So, yeah, TikTok is pretty dystopian. Dear white people, stop being afraid of black people.
You what? I ain't scared of you because you're black. I'm scared of you because you are big as fuck. Like, god damn.
That's reasonable. This guy is very large. I don't know why he was doing the voice, but... Oh, it's Papa Gut. Papa, would you like to have a discussion with me on laissez-faire capitalism versus your human-first capitalism? Wait, you support laissez-faire capitalism, but you support Trump? Biden is unironically more pro-free trade than Trump. Trump pulled us out of a fuck ton of international deals. He implemented tariffs that every economist criticized. And he's interfered with business non-stop to promote his anti-free speech agenda. How could anyone who describes themselves as a laissez-faire capitalist ever claim to be a fan of Donald Trump? Biden is unironically more... What they think laissez-faire capitalist means is low taxes capitalist.
Southerners edition. You get 5 or more, you probably live in the South.
I don't care. Okay, that's enough. Weren't we playing Fall Guys?